Introduction. Is it the time we're living in? The media? The constant busyness? A time when we're filled with distraction. Distraction from the truth of who we are. Distractions that serve to keep us stuck and continually looking outside ourselves for the next quick fix. We are living in the future, plagued with worry of what might happen, anxiety-stricken, defeated, depressed, and filled with past regrets and resentments. This is not new. It is the human condition. Though it varies widely, it is played out. It has existed since the beginning of time. History reveals this very condition repeatedly. The egoic delusion, war, violence, suffering, dissatisfaction, yearning, hunger, and death have continued since the birth of time. Welcome to the realm of ego. We are running from ourselves. It only changes when we wake up. Sometimes a series of bad luck brings us on, though more often we just get fed up with our lives. We hit the wall, so to speak. In my case, it wasn't external circumstances that woke me up. I just felt dead inside. It doesn't matter how we arrive. It only matters that we do. Somehow we become ready to stop looking outside ourselves for the answers. We become ready to look within. We also become unwilling to repeat history. The world we live in is constantly changing, but there is an ancient memory that transcends the world of chaos. This place is as close as your breath and heartbeat. This place is within you, a place of certainty, a knowing, a place of complete security, transcending beauty, ineffable peace, and eternal love, a place where perfect peace never changes. If a way through does not show up in this crucial catalytic moment when you become ready, you will most likely recede back into the old habits that kept you stuck. You lose the opportunity to wake up and change the course of your life. You are then in danger of falling back asleep. You are beyond reason compelled to continue striving and driving for goals that never satisfy. The loop of blinding distractions may look like this: a quick fix in the periphery, and the name of comfort and fun. You use sugar, caffeine, mind-altering substances, shopping, media, food, the latest fad diet, trendy clothing, exercise, or relationship drama to get your fix. It may be that you have become consumed with political, economic, or ecological issues. You can easily remain in this quiet or not so quiet dissatisfaction for years, or worse, your entire existence on Earth. There is another way. Most of us agree that we are not the body we inhabit. We are spiritual beings. We are on Earth to wake up. It is not by running away from all that brings us discomfort and pain. We evolve by diving into our discontent and dissatisfaction. At this point, you may wonder if I'm a bit crazy or on the masochistic side. Perhaps, But the purpose of the words in this book are meant to act as a guide, a proven method for utilizing your barriers or personal distractions to bring you back to the peace that has always been within. Maybe it is the times. I have come across droves of people who want more, who want something they call enlightenment, inner peace, or happiness. They want freedom from the numbing emptiness that permeates their existence. The plethora of quick fixes are no longer enough. They have become bored and weary. Or worse, by trying to outrun their discontent, they may have encountered life-threatening illness or addictive behaviors. The bottom line is, their own ways no longer work. Something is missing. Seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. A Course in Miracles. If you're lucky, you've reached a point of alacrity. It may seem like you've spent lifetimes getting nowhere. You may feel dead inside, as I once did. To continue this way is no longer acceptable. You will succeed when and if you begin to realize that there has got to be another way. Deep down, you know there is a purpose for your existence. It may be faint, but you hear the call. You are desperate for a change in mind. You may be feeling lost, exhausted, dissatisfied, empty. For you, this book may act as a bridge. I am not offering a quick fix. I am extending proven life-transforming solutions. Can you relate to some or all of the following statements? You catch yourself overdoing, overgiving, and overthinking. You are fatigued from negative thinking. You are swimming in a sea of emotional overwhelm. You find yourself eating simply to escape. You spend hours in the vitamin aisle trying to cure the sick and tired that plague you. You jump into the short-lived quick fixes of TV, social media, food, and alcohol. With the wisdom revealed in the coming pages, you will discover a new way. How to access your higher self. You will uncover what is blocking your joy and correct imbalance in all areas of your life. You will learn the formula for authentic peace. You will begin to easily come back to center, ending the cycle of negative thinking and looking for peace and joy outside of yourself. Most importantly, you will allow creativity to flow. Tap into real empowerment and gain a depth of spiritual resilience. You are no longer fearing the worst or waiting for something to go wrong, but are able to navigate life's perceived ups and downs with grace and gratitude. You will be able to come back to your inner emotionally calm center even while in mid-conversation. Put an end to the endless cycle of negative thinking and incessant mind chatter and self-doubt that keeps you up at night. Embrace and correct imbalance in all areas of your life with confidence. Finally, live with certain purpose and peace. Rediscover your authentic, higher self. A Course in Miracles puts it this way: your purpose is to see the world through your own holiness. Thus are you and the world blessed together. My goal in this book is to offer you tools to connect more readily to these higher concepts so you need not exist, stuck in endless misery, like I did. When these steps began revealing themselves to me, I was an unhealthy health practitioner, constantly sick with one ailment after another, addicted to sugar, dieting, drama, and worry, in a rocky marriage, and suffered from insomnia. I burdened myself with having to do for everyone and fix everything, especially what was clearly out of my control. Through my soul-searing trauma, I discovered not a way out, but a way through. The reason I believe I was led to write this book was to save you years of misery. I recall searching frantically for support and coming up empty-handed time and time again. A myriad of dead ends and band-aid approaches. I want you to know there is another way of perceiving our existence on Earth. A traumatic childhood segued into early marriage and motherhood, addictive tendencies and mental illness, filled with unstable thinking met with many mistakes raising children. Multiple divorces were followed by mysterious illnesses. Then I climbed out the hard way. Fortunately, on my path of hard knocks, I gathered one tool after another that really worked. A long, arduous 30 years. Finally, I miraculously emerged from it all with a 5-step formula for living and growing that works no matter what. To my delight, I extend these tools to you to apply to your life now, raising your vibration and sense of fulfillment. The good news: a new way is as close as your willingness to embrace all that shows up in the present moment. In reality, you are already there. You are already enlightened. You are the love you've been seeking. Each person, past or present, can arrive at this place of perfect peace in an instant. Those who hear the call move toward slowing down. They begin to step out of time with the ego and enter the flow of the divine. They courageously embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly that unfolds before them. They dive in and discover their wholeness. The ego nature dissolves, which is, in my experience, the biggest barrier to inner peace and lasting joy. The ego is really nothing. What is nothing can become something if we resist it, and ego thoughts, if allowed, control every aspect of this world. Note: in this book, ego may be noted as the small mind and is synonymous with a lowercase self, the voice in our head. A Course in Miracles defines it as a dream of what you really are, a thought that you are apart from your Creator, a thought system based on specialness to protect itself, a wrong-minded attempt to perceive yourself as you wish to be rather than as you are. In this model, your intuition, the source that surrounds and permeates you, is free to flow, to see things differently, to realize the love that is always there within you. My story is of surviving uncommon childhood trauma and drama, some of which I invited. I was able to use it as a solid foundation to overcome every delusion that my small mind could conjure. Through excruciating circumstances, including mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional pain, I finally chose again, determined to come out the other side. I chose to evolve. It took 3 decades. It is my hope that my story and the steps in this book can bring you to a place of healing and authenticity more quickly than it has taken me. Or perhaps it shall serve to usher you more directly on a journey you've already begun.